everybody, welcome back to Top Words. My name is Alicia, and today we're going to talk about 10 words for paying for things. So let's go. Cash. The first word is cash. Cash. Cash is the physical object. So in most countries, there is a paper type of cash, a paper bill, or there's a coin, so some kind of small metal piece. So we say cash to describe these physical methods of payment. Cash. In a sentence, we only accept cash payments. Credit card. The next word is credit card. Credit card. So a credit card is a piece of plastic that is attached to a credit account somewhere. So when you pay using a credit card for something, you don't pay using your money now. Actually, the money comes later. So credit means you're going to pay the amount later, essentially. So there are many different credit card plans. Maybe you have something in your country that's different from the US, but I think a general idea for a credit card plan is to pay for something now with a credit card, and then the following month you pay off the credit card, meaning you pay the balance or you pay the total amount the following month from your credit card. So a credit card, common. In a sentence, I'd like to pay with a credit card. Debit card. The next word is debit card. Debit card. Please be careful. This is not a debt card, D-E-B-T, but a debit card, D-E-B-I-T, debit card. They look similar. Debit card. So a debit card is different from a credit card in that a debit card is used to take money directly from your bank account. So if you have a debit card and you pay for something with your debit card, the cash comes directly from your account in that moment to pay for your transaction, to pay for that item. With a credit card, the payment is delayed, so you're not actually pulling money directly from your checking account, for example. So debit card is a direct payment. Credit card is like a delayed payment. Okay. In a sentence, do you accept debit cards? Check. The next word is check. Check. A check as a type of payment. So this may or may not be available in your country, but it is a method of payment in the US. A check is a piece of paper. Usually we get them in the US, we get them in like a book. We have a book of checks. They are a piece of paper, and we can write someone's name and an amount of money on the check and give it to someone as a form of payment. On the check is our bank information, so like our bank account number and our name and so on. So when we give a check to someone, the thing they have to do, we give them the responsibility of what's called cashing the check. We say to cash a check, meaning the person who receives your check has to take the check to the bank, and at the bank, it becomes cash, which is taken out of your account. So a check is used like if you want to give someone money, but you don't have the cash on you right now, you're not carrying the cash right now, or you can't make a debit card or a credit card transaction. So like maybe you're paying someone individually, like for a service they provided, but it's like an independent service or something. So a check can be used to pay for something, but it's like you can write the amount of money that you would like to give that person, and you can also write them like a memo about the reason you're paying that person money. So a check. This may or may not be available in your country. I don't know. But a check. In a sentence, I want to write a check for this. Contactless. The next word is contactless. Contactless. This is something that has become more and more common in recent years, and perhaps every country has some kind of card or some other kind of like piece of equipment or some other object which allows you to pay for something without using a card or without using money. But like some people can use like their smartphone, for example, or some people have a special like IC chip in a card that allows them to just touch their device or to touch their card to a reader of some kind, and the amount is deducted, the amount is taken from your account in that case. So we call that contactless. So in some cases, you don't even have to touch, you just put your card in many cases near a card reader, and you complete your transaction that way. So no touch, in other words, contactless, no contact there. So this is I think this is the method of payment that's getting more and more common. In a sentence, our store accepts contactless payments. Return. The next word is return. Return, to return as a verb. So if you purchase something, but you decide you don't need it, for example, or if it's the wrong size, or there's a problem with the product, you can take it back to the store where you bought it and return it. So we say, I want to return this item, meaning I want to give this back and probably get my money back for it. So to return something, to give something back to the store in exchange for your money again. In a sentence, I'd like to return this. Refund. The next word is refund. Refund. As a noun, we say refund, like I want a refund, please. When we use this as a verb, we say to refund, to refund. So please refund my money, for example. So to refund money, to refund, right? I would like a refund, yeah. So be careful of the difference in pronunciation between noun and verb form. But when you return an item, like we talked about in the last vocabulary word, you will often get your money back. So that money back is called a refund. So I returned my item and I got a refund. Or maybe there's some problem with an item and you don't take it back. Like, for example, you order a pizza, but the pizza is not the pizza you ordered. You might get a refund in that case. So refund just means your money back. The money you paid is returned to you. So please refund my money. Okay, in a sentence, can I get a full refund? Exchange. The next word is exchange. Exchange. So if you purchase something, but you realize the size is not right, or maybe the color is a little different from what you imagine, but you'd like to keep the item. You want to keep the item, but you just want a slightly different model, for example. Something, just one feature, you want something slightly different. You can ask for an exchange. So, for example, if I buy a blue sweater and I decide, I should have bought the red sweater, it's better, I can go to the store and say, I'd like to exchange this for a red sweater, for example. So meaning I want the same product, but a slightly different model or a slightly different type. So exchange, to exchange something. In a sentence, I'd like to exchange this for a different size. Register. The next word is register. Register. So register is used as a noun here. The register is the piece of equipment that you see in shops, in coffee stores, all over the place. It's that piece of equipment, sometimes now just iPads, that we use to complete transactions. So all of the sales information, the cash information, money information, accounting, all of that takes place at the register. We also say the cash register. That's fine too. In a sentence, complete your payment at the register. Receipt. The next word is receipt. Receipt. The spelling on this is really strange. There's a P in this word. It's not recipient or receipt or something, but it's receipt. Receipt. So ignore the P sound. Receipt. Receipt. A receipt is the piece of paper you get if you buy something at a shop, or maybe the digital information sheet you get in your email inbox if you buy something online. So a receipt is a record of the items you purchase. So if you want to know what you bought, you can check your receipt. Your receipt. In a sentence, you cannot make a return without a receipt. All right, so those are 10 words for paying for things. If there's a word that you often use when you're shopping or when you're paying for things, or if there's something that you have in your country that you use to pay for things, let us know in the comments section. If you liked the video, please make sure to give us a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and check us out at EnglishClass101.com for some other good resources. Thanks very much for watching this episode of Top Words, and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.